Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AR Sports. I'm Arafat, alongside me,
Siggy,
yeah,
thanks for having me.
you're welcome. And Siggy is making his first appearance on the show, and subsequently we're going to be having him. And he's a sport enthusiast, and he's a Chelsea fan as well. And before being a Chelsea fan, he's a football fan. So we're going to be looking at a lot of topic from an unbiased point of view. So the first topic now is the Manchester United. They're going away to Brentford Community Stadium. They're going to play Brentford at the Brentford Community Stadium. And you know, the Brentford Community Stadium is a very difficult place. And what do you think?
Well, they have a very tricky one, and it's very interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, so before then, you know what? Now, after defeating Chelsea 2-1 at Old Trafford, they believe it's now there among the United faithfuls and the coach, and that okay, now they are going to go on a winning run. So, do you think this Manchester United can turn it around, go to Brentford Community Stadium, beat them, take the 3 points, and then start winning? Maybe put up maybe 3, 4, 5 wins from there.
I want to correct an impression.
Okay.
Even the United fans, they don't believe. In fact, till now, they know that the win was a fluke. Okay. Because when Chelsea went 1 man down too early into the game, just 4 or 5 minutes or thereabout into the game, that was when they got the advantage. They scored the 2 goals. But when they got the red card, when we became even, you all saw what happened. We just dominated the game, scored, controlled the game to the end. We were just unfortunate not to score the winner in that game.
The equalizer?
Yeah, an equalizer, But that win, I, and the Manchester United fans know that it was a fluke. And going to Brentford, we are just waiting. So let them go there and prove that if they can win Brentford today, dominate the game, and win clean, we all know that, okay, yes,
Manchester United
United is back.
Okay. So, and then second topic, Liverpool play Crystal Palace. Wow. And you know the history of Liverpool and Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
It goes long time ago. There was a time under Brendan Rodgers, if you remember, that Crystal Palace were cruising, Liverpool were cruising, into the league, and we felt, okay, this is the time that Liverpool are going to win the league. You remember Steven Gerrard, Mamadou Sissoko, Daniel Sturridge, Dacoit, Torres have left then. Okay. There was this guy, Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. And then there was also this other attacker, the guy, Sterling.
Okay,
Sterling.
Era of
exactly. Yes. So Liverpool were cruising. They were playing fantastic football. They were scoring goals for fun. And then there was a blip against Chelsea when Gerrard slipped.
And then Barr scored.
And then Barr scored. And then Chelsea ended that game 2-0. So Liverpool were to go away to Crystal Palace. If they had defeated Crystal Palace and then win their last home game, they would have still won the league.
Yes.
And they were leading. All of a sudden, Crystal Palace came from behind. The game ended 4-4, you remember?
I remember.
And that ended the Liverpool title hopes, and the other team came from behind and took the title. So now, recently again, Crystal Palace last season defeated Liverpool. The same Crystal Palace defeated Man City to win the FA Cup. The same Crystal Palace defeated Liverpool this season again to win the Community Shield. And the same Crystal Palace went away and draw against Chelsea. They have beaten, they beat Aston Villa 3-0 at Villa Park. The same Crystal Palace just defeated West Ham, putting more pressure on this their coach, Graham Potter, whom I call the dead man walking, because that guy will be fired any moment from now.
I think now, he's the next to fight the fire.
Okay, funny enough, against Southampton, where Ekitike scored, and their record signing, Isak, he scored. They substituted him and brought in Ekitike. Only for Ekitike to score. But before then, he got a yellow card for dissent. He scored. Foolish. He forgot that he already has a yellow card. And he removed his shirt, was celebrating, because I felt he was feeling that I've been doing well, I've been scoring, and he's trying to outdo Isak for the number 9 shirt. It's a competition, which is a healthy one. That was what Chelsea wanted for Nico Jackson, but he ran away to Bayern. So now Ekitike is banned for that game against Crystal Palace, and this is a game at Selhurst Park. That stadium is so jam-packed. You know, the fans are so vociferous, and you'll be thinking, okay, you need Isak and Ekitike, so that if Isak is not firing, you can substitute him for Ekitike or vis-a-vis. Now he's missing out of the game now, and Liverpool are conceding goals. It's not as if they're conceding their backline, and with Mateta and Jeremy Pino and Munoz and those guys, Ismail Assar, these guys, they can score anything. Do you see Liverpool coming out with 3 points against Crystal Palace?
This is hard to say.
It's a tricky one.
Yeah, it's a tricky one because given their history, no matter how there is one good thing about Premier League.
Yeah.
No matter how good you think you are, no matter how good your team is, there is this particular team that will give you that issue. No matter how good, you will not win them. It's either you share the spoils or they win you outright. So Liverpool has this issue with Crystal Palace. So going into Crystal Palace game today, I would say that Liverpool might have a slight edge over Crystal Palace, but that is not. I'm not saying that
it's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed
because before you continue, Kakes, who happens to be their left fullback, he's struggling currently. Okay. Even the Jeremy Frimpong, he's still struggling. So they have to even play Sloboslai in that right fullback just to cover for him. So I'm not seeing how these guys are going to cope against the Ismail Assar and the Jeremy Pino, because these guys are very fast. And then you have Rodrigo Munoz. These guys will always cause you problem. And they also have one young boy called Adam Watson, who is very good in picking up passes. And then you have the Mateta, because Van Dijk and this other guy, Konate, they are going to have their hands full because they have been conceding goals. That's my problem with Liverpool. Their defense is shaky. They have been leaking in goals. And you are going to play against a Crystal Palace side that they are so compact. They don't open up space for you. Continue.
If Liverpool actually want to have any result from this game, I think their attack, their front line should be very effective. Okay, now, considering the case of Ekitike and Isak, now Ekitike is out. Isak should prove that yes, he won the money. He should just be clinical and be as ferocious as a lion in that attack. That is the only thing that will save Liverpool from Crystal Palace. If not, if they sleep, that game is going to be something else for them.
And I'm also having the fear that if Crystal Palace score first, it's going to be a long day for Liverpool.
That is why I said it's a tricky one for them, because their defensive line is not doing so well. They are conceding. So anything can happen, because Mateta and the rest of them they know exactly what they are doing. And when it comes to Liverpool, they can give
exactly.
So Liverpool needs to focus, to stay. There should be no mistake. There's no room for mistakes. So if they want to get anything out of that game, you should just stay 100%.
Thank you. So before we continue this AR Sport, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And just like I always tell you, 1 to tell 10, 10 to tell others. And I want to thank all my subscribers. Thank you for always being there. And your comment also help us, just keep it interactive. And right now we're heading towards 400, and we're just a few numbers away from 400. So give us the likes and subscribe, and let's get to 400 as quickly as possible so that we can reach more people, and then so that we'll continue, giving out our sports information, sports education, and sport entertainment generally. So we continue, and then we look at Newcastle versus Arsenal. Man, it's a hot one.
That's a very sweet game.
Because the good thing now is this. Newcastle will be missing this their striker that they signed from Everton. Anthony Gordon, because he picked up a red card against was it there was a particular match he picked up a red card against Liverpool. Yes, against Liverpool he picked up a red card in the first half for a tackle. So he is to miss 3 straight matches. So I don't know if he has completed those 3, because the Carabao Cup that they played which day, I doubt if he played, because he's not supposed to play. That will also can maybe he have completed the 3 matches, but let's assume he's out for now. Then since the signing of Wissa, he hasn't played because because of the transfer merry-go-round, that back and forth. He wasn't training. He has to quit training at the point. So I believe it has to do with fitness.
Yes.
But maybe by now he should have been fit enough to be on the bench, either start or come in from the bench. But you've watched Newcastle against Barcelona. You saw how good Newcastle were. You see how hot those guys. And if you watch that their midfield line, you see Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali, and then Joelinton in that middle of the park. And these guys, they are so strong. They are good tacklers. They can win the ball. And then up front, you could see Anthony Elanga. You could see how effective he is and how fast exactly. And then Danny Murphy, and then you also have Harvey Baines, and then the tall man from Germany, Vetamode, that they signed. And after Vetamode, you also have Ursula that always come in and contribute goals. And then you also have this guy Wissa, who will also be there. So I think we're hoping to see Wissa for the first time. Yeah. And Arsenal, so far, they have been good this season because they have improved their squad depth. Because when Saka was injured, if you remember last season, if Saka is injured, they struggle to find somebody to fill in there. But right now, they have a Noni Madueke. Yeah, so Noni Madueke filled in for while Saka was out. And as Saka came in, unfortunately, Noni is out. He's going to be out for 2 months, but Saka is now available to play. And on the other side, you have, apart from Martinelli, Sandro Tossard, you now have Iberechi Eze, who is also adding quality to the team. And then you have Gyökeres as the number 9, who will always score you goal if you provide him the chances. But it's going to be a battle of midfield because Bruno Guimaraes, Sandro Tonali, and Joelinton are going to be evenly matched by Declan Rice and Zubimendi and Mikel Merino. The 3 Arsenal midfield. And Arsenal have a very good back line. Yes. So it's going to be fire for fire. What do you think? Your take?
Well, if I'm being honest, I know Newcastle are a very good team. They are very good, no doubt. But you see this type of games, Arsenal has a way of winning. No matter how tough and difficult the game looks, but they have this edge. So I give it to them. I know it will be tough. It will be an exciting game, but I believe at the end, Arsenal should have at least a point.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking more of an Arsenal win or draw. It's a difficult match, but I think Arsenal might get a draw. If they can't get a win, at least a draw from that match.
Well, for me, I can say, a draw might be a good result for them because Newcastle is not easy. It's not an easy team to play,
especially at St. James Park.
Yes, and that's their fortress.
Yeah.
So if you go there and get a point, you should be grateful. But if you want to boost your
chances, because Liverpool have taken the 3 points.
When you want to get that feeling,
of a champion,
of becoming the Premier League champion, win at
St. James Park.
St. James Park.
Yeah, you're right. And then Chelsea, Brighton. Chelsea Brighton has become a mixed bag. Win some, lose some.
Yes.
Chelsea could beat Brighton fantastically at home and then go away and lose bombastically. So in this game, it's coming at a difficult period. Kopama is going to be out for 3 weeks, we learned. And if you watch the Carabao EFL Cup, it's covered that Chelsea struggled in the first half before they came back and then won 2-1. So against a Brighton side that those guys are so fluid on the ball, any mistake will be punished. And at home, they were leading Tottenham 2-0, only for them to draw the game. And against Chelsea, this side will be highly motivated. You understand? That's the problem. Yes. Chelsea are going to have this. Any team playing them are highly motivated, even if they're not doing well. Once it comes to Chelsea, world champion, they are highly motivated. So, what are you thinking? What are you seeing?
That is the beauty of the game.
Yeah.
When you beat the world champions,
yeah,
there's this morale, there's this belief you have in yourself that okay, I'm good to go. Just like what you said about Manchester United beating us. So now, Chelsea versus Brighton.
Brighton, yeah.
We are not doing so well in defensively.
Yeah.
And the Brighton guys, the Brighton front line is doing well. So if Maresca, but that does not mean that we are going there to lose. Chelsea is not going there to lose.
No, Chelsea is at home.
Yes, okay. That should be an advantage. So if Maresca gets everything right today, I don't think Chelsea will lose. But if there are mistakes, that is where the issue will happen. Because if you give Crystal Palace, Brighton a chance, they will punish you. Just if you look at what happened at Lincoln Stadium.
Yeah.
You can't do that in a competitive game like this. You can't make such mistakes. And there is something I noticed about Chelsea giving their 100% in first half. It's always
difficult. They have been starting poorly.
They start poorly all the time, and then a team that is
good enough, we just take
clinical.
We just finish up the chances.
All the chances they get, they just bury them, and then when you come back in second half and started playing your game, it becomes very difficult. So if Chelsea really want to bounce back from these losses and draws,
they need to have a good start.
They should just stay tight and be clinical
and start strong.
Start strong. Don't wait for second half.
Okay. And our last topic for the day will do with Benfica. The return of Jose Mourinho. The special one. He granted an interview when he came back that it was a mistake for him going to Fenerbahce, and Benfica has always been that special team. Benfica are bigger than Fenerbahce, and before Benfica, he was supposed to, he started his career at Benfica,
yes,
and he was supposed to coach the team. Something happened, and then he left, and then ended up in Porto, and then on and on and on. So he came back. He won his first game, I think 2-0 or 4-0, but the second game, and before he came in, Bruno Lage, who was in charge, Benfica were blowing hot and cold. They'll be winning match. I watched one of their match against one of those teams. Benfica were leading 1-0. First half, I think, ended draw. And then second half, Benfica scored around 70-something minutes. The game continued until around 93 minutes. So they got a corner kick. They played, and then the opposing team hit it long, and they left only 2 defenders forward. So they were running. It was a 50-50 ball. Instead of Otamendi to just kick the ball to throw in or play it to the other side, he wanted to head it for the keeper to pick. And then he attempted the heading. He didn't get it well. And then the ball just fell for the striker. He just slotted between the legs of the goalkeeper. And man, the anger, the disappointment, and everything led to the sack of Bruno Lage. And then Mourinho was brought in. First match, he won comfortably. They took 3 points. And then against Zero, they were winning. The game ended near the first half. Second half, they scored an 84th minute goal. I said, fine, okay, congratulations. The game was going 91 minutes. Same problem. It repeated itself. So now, do you think Jose Mourinho will turn it around, or this will be the story of Benfica for this season, considering late goals?
First of all, I don't think Benfica is performing badly, but I believe sacking that
Bruno Lage,
because of a late goal that they conceded, which they did not even lose the game, they drew. I think there is more to that than what we heard. Maybe there was something else
behind the scene. Yeah.
But for Mourinho to come back to where he started, I think I have a good feeling. This is a special one we're talking about.
Yeah, sure.
It's a special one for a reason.
Yeah.
Mourinho, one thing I discovered about Mourinho over the years is if you give him a team, allow him to do his job without interference, he can give you results. I know it might not be a very sweet ride all the time, but he can give you the result. So if Benfica really want to do well this season, as they hope, they made a right choice by picking Jose Mourinho. Yeah. And I believe he's going to give them the result they need. They so desperately need. So they should just allow him to do his job. So and Benfica will do well in the season.
So Benfica will need to be very, very patient.
They should be patient. Yes, that's the watchword.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks for having you on the show.
You're welcome.
And we hope to have you more time. So viewers are going to be seeing more of Siggy on the show. And as I told you, he's a sport enthusiast. And on this show, unbiased opinion, that's what you are going to get. Right. So because the pitch, by the time the referee blows the whistle, it is what you give, that is what you take. Someone who is naked, don't put hand in his pocket because there's nothing there to take. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next edition. Love you guys.